We've got some very interesting stuff for you with regards to the Chinese military.
Oh, yeah.
So this was going around CCTV 7, and this is showing how the PLA are training using computers.
Yeah.
So when you see this clip, let's play it for you here.
This is their high-tech training software.
Yes, and you're like, what is this? You know, what are they doing here? And maybe you can explain to everybody what this high-tech training software...
We'll just play it. I've included the spoiler.
Okay, you
so
did.
They're like analyzing. Oh, no, you're going to go through here. See how this battlefield works? You see? Oh, okay, everyone up here, look at what we've done. We've done a demo here for this high-tech software that we've invested in. In this scenario, you're going to want to bring in the tanks. And they're like, okay, let's design scenarios here ourselves. Oh, see, when the tank goes in the road, and this is how we use a drone to find enemy troops. Okay, spotted.
Okay.
So you're like, okay, you know, if you're not in the realm of video games, you're like, okay, whatever. This is just a game called Arma 3. It's actually just a game.
It's just a game that you can buy on Steam, download.
Yeah.
So the Chinese government is using a commercially available game. It's kind of like if the US Army used Call of Duty or something to train their troops.
It's worse. I'll tell you why.
Because it's an indie crap game from a different enemy nation that you're using?
But I think it's worse for another reason.
What's that?
It'd be like if the US Army used a bootleg Call of Duty and then said, this is our self-developed software that we use specially to train our troops, and then make a whole news segment about it.
Yeah,
that's the difference.
Because it was a whole news segment.
Yeah.
CCTV 7, for those of you who don't know, is the Chinese Central Television Channel 7. It's a big channel. It's like everybody sees this, and this is what they're showing everybody. Look, our military is so high-tech. They train using computers and scenarios, and what they're doing is using a video game, an American video game.
It's a modded Arma 3.
Yeah.
And they're having a LAN party.
They're having a LAN party. Actually, I kind of like the idea of joining the Chinese military because you just get to sit around and play
video games.
Yeah, play video games, yeah.
Yeah, you know what's cool?
What?
You know how they banned people from playing a certain amount of hours per day?
Yeah. Just join the military.
You get to play Arma 3 all day. And I'm wondering if the developers of Arma 3 are privy to this, because it's interesting that an entire country's military is using copies of this game to train their military. I am highly suspecting that they did not pay for even one copy of this.
Of course not. The Chinese government... Okay, this is not even a joke. Remember Windows XP? Mm-hmm. They rolled something out to kind of... If you didn't have a legitimate copy of Windows XP, there was an update that rolled out that would turn your screen black. And China complained so much they rolled it back because pretty much all the computers in China that run critical systems were running bootleg copies of Windows XP.
Yeah, all the government computers.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's insane.
Now, also, I want to say one thing about the Arma 3 thing.
What's that?
The developers, I guess they're Czech. Did you say it's an American game?
Oh. Yeah, I take that back. I said like Western.
Yeah, it's Western.
I said American/Western.
Sorry, yeah, no, it's from the Czech Republic.
It's the Czech Republic.
No, what I want to say that about the Czech developers, what is it? I can't remember the name. But I wondered if they have Bohemia. Someone just put it in the chat. Bohemia Interactive. I wonder if they have the balls to go sue the PLA.
That'd be funny.
You're getting ripped off. I mean, isn't that a lawsuit? If somebody imagine me and you sit down and develop a piece of software over 5 years.
Yeah.
And then we find out that, thousands and thousands of people are using it unlicensed. Wouldn't you go sue those people?
Well, the whole government, the whole military.
So,
Go
Czech
ahead.
Republic and / I hope you get the backing of your government here.
Sure.
Was it Behemoth?
Bohemia
Interactive. I hope you go out there and sue the PLA.
Yeah, go for it.
Good luck.
Let me explain to you what happened here. This was going around. The Chinese government made a big thing about suing this.
Don't think we're insensitive for laughing at this just because it's so outlandish.
Yeah. So I'm just going to play this clip and then we'll talk about it, right? So here's the deal. This little boy apparently... Let me get back here. What this little boy did was... He's a Uyghur boy. Okay? In Xinjiang.
Yeah.
And... he found somebody's Huawei phone. It's very important because in the news they made a big thing out of it being a Huawei phone. Yeah. And because he found someone's Huawei phone and returned it or brought it to the police, he received like some books and all this kind of. But we just thought it was quite ironic just how much effort they put into this propaganda. Because what are they doing? They're first of all saying, look, Uyghur boys are free to roam around.
Yeah. They're not in the camps.
Yeah, exactly. They pick up Huawei phones.
Yes, not Apple phones.
No. If you pick up a Huawei phone and you're a Uyghur walking around, you're going to get a reward from the police.
And the Han police.
Yeah, of course.
So the Han police rewarded a Uyghur boy for returning a Huawei phone. So it ticks the box if China doesn't have good Samaritans.
Yes.
That wouldn't like pick up a wallet and give it back to someone. Ticks the box if Han people are nice to Uyghur people, and it ticks the box that Uyghur little boys are not in camps.
Correct. Like
in one propaganda clip. It wraps it all up.
Yeah.
What else could they do? You know what they could have done?
What?
They could have said that the little boy used 5G to find the original owner.
Yes, they could have done that. And talked about foreign influence or something.